Rosemary Bones. Hi everyone, this is Francisco. Well, I just wanted to record this video because I have some concerns and I would like to voice these concerns publicly to everyone. So I just want to say what's up to China. I hear you guys are doing big things, especially with AI technology. That's the way to go. That's the way to be. So okay. So a lot of you want to become a vegan, or however you pronounce that word. Let me see, hold on.
Vegan.
Vegan. Okay, so a lot of you want to become this. And first of all, I remember eating a burger and I sincerely wanted to examine my own shit. So I took a shit in the fucking shower and I blasted that shit with the fucking the shower head. And so I hit that shit for like more than an hour. That shit was hard as a fucking rock. I was surprised. And then, well, everything went through the fucking screen and shit. Except, I was surprised at this, by the way. Everything went through except that outside skin of the tomatoes, which is like some type of plastic, which is also in corn. And they say don't eat corn because corn will fucking like get you all constipated and shit. Okay, so you might be a vegan, but this is the next step. Blend your shit. Blend your fruits and vegetables before you consume it. Blend it in a blender. You know, and if you can get your machine to blend it extra microscopically, then that's what I would recommend. Okay? Because peep game, like I said, I'm not a 100% vegan at the current moment. But like I'm sincerely sharing this information openly to the public. I ate real meat from cows or wherever this hamburger meat comes from. And all that meat got it, like, everything went down, like I said, okay, like I mentioned already, except like the plastic, like the cut up tomatoes, like, how they're round. Well, some of that skin, that outer skin layer, that protective layer, is like some type of like wax. I think it's like wax or something, and the only way to determine if it's wax or not is to blend it and place it in water, and then we should see some of the sediments go down into the bottom while some of it goes to the top. If anything goes to the top, that means that there's fat content within the tomato, right? Because we all know that fat, like in a septic tank, fat floats to the top, and that includes bodily, like, I think dandruff, oils float to the top. So like it could be like amino fatty acids as well. Okay, so it's not like a bad thing, but we just have to take that into consideration when we're eating as well. And the only reason I'm bringing all this up is because when it's passing through our digestive system, it could be blocking the natural flow of things. You know what I mean? So if you guys want this to just come out of you, if you guys want to lose weight, or if you guys don't want to get clogged up, with old fucking food that you guys have eaten a week ago, 2 weeks ago, a month ago, whatever the case may be, you guys have to make sure that you guys fucking blend your shit. Blend that shit. And I'm just learning. Like, I just typed in, can someone drink alcohol and still be like a vegan? And the answer was no. I have to type in, I can probably do it right now because I like wine, and wine comes from grapes, so hopefully wine is it 100% vegan. It says, according to Google, the Google results, it says wine is made from grapes, but that does not necessarily make it vegetarian or vegan. Some winemaking methods make surprising use of animal derived products, which is why an increasing number of producers state whether the wine is vegan or vegetarian on the label. So honestly, I don't even know the difference between vegan and vegetarian. I think a vegetarian eats nothing but greens, as opposed to a vegetarian that eats some processed foods, but not entirely vegetarian. I could be wrong or right, I don't know. I don't know the differences between those words. But it says it on the label according to this. It says the wine is basically on the label. Okay? The wine is identified whether it's vegan or vegetarian on the label. So it specifies whether it's vegan or vegetarian. I'm still trying to figure out, what's okay as opposed to what's not okay. Personally, I like wine. There's a ton of wine that is produced from natural fruit and vegetable fermentation, which is where I get most of my bottles from, my glass bottles, because it produces a bunch of gas, which is considered to be fiber, or a bunch of fiber produces a bunch of gas, and so therefore they have to create a container that can resist all of that pressure, and that's the fiber. And the fiber, it basically does this bloating type of thing. It gases up, and the only thing that can contain it is the glass bottles that can withstand extreme high temperatures of heat. Okay, so that's basically is the limited amount of information that I know, as opposed to like the internet. It's like there's a bunch of information to learn, and I'm still learning to this day. So yeah, it's insane how much more information there is to learn regarding each and every single topic. I mean, just me not knowing the definitions of vegan and vegetarian is insane, especially right now as I'm considering the two words and just thinking about them. Vegan, I kind of understand. Okay, it's everything that's not cannibalism. Okay? Now, vegetarian, I'm thinking it's non-canned food, but it's nothing but organics. So, I'm thinking that's the case. Vegetarian. A vegetarian is a person that likes organic plant matter. as opposed to stored, canned plant matter. And there's a difference. Okay? Anyways, I gotta take a break. I have to go take a piss outside because, ooh, the water's expensive. It's so obvious why I don't have a wife, right? I'm over here taking a shit in the shower. Hello. Yellow. It's so obvious. It's so obvious why I don't have fucking a wife. The bitch will be like, is there a reason why I'm not in there tonight? Or right now? She'd be like, oh, it's one of those moments again, huh? You're having one of those moments again, huh? You're in there taking a shit and spraying it with the fucking shower head? And I'm so slow and shit. I'll be in there like just listening. Just trying to figure out. I'll be in there trying to figure out how the fuck she figured it out. Like, what the fuck? How the fuck? How the fuck does this bitch do that shit? This bitch is fucking crazy. How the fuck does she know so much information about me to begin with? Do I even know this bitch? The other thing was fucking eating eggs. If that's okay under the vegan category. And as far as they're concerned, they say that it's considered cannibalism. I mean, after all, it was produced by a mammal. I think that's what they're considered, a mammal, or we can say animal. Either way, it was produced by the chicken. So I can see why some people don't eat eggs. But still, God damn it. Fucking mosquitoes. Oh shit. Missed it. That mosquito just threw me the fuck off. For reals. Yep. You ain't lying, player. That shit threw me off. Like a motherfucker. So I was talking about chicken eggs, and they do come out of chickens, so I can see why they're considered cannibalism material. Cannibalism material. Which kind of remind me of seeds from plants. And they say, I don't know if it's true or not, but they say that seeds from plants, from trees or whatever, is not good for us humans to consume. That all goes back to the garden of Eden. Yeah, right here, Back to Eden. It reminds me shit. It reminds me of this this video right here. It's called Back to Eden Gardening Documentary Film. How to grow a regenerative organic garden. Alright, well, they basically, the guy basically states that he basically says that seeds are for God. And basically he said the ground is God. I think. You know. But he said God allowed the trees to produce for us sweet things like apples, oranges, peaches, grapes, blueberries. Like, all these fruits are sweets. And he basically said that seeds are bitter. And he said, leave these bitter things to God. So the seeds, basically, he said, are for God. Because they're bitter. Like, if you people gather a bunch of seeds together and pop them in your mouth, there's a bunch of oils in there and they won't taste good. They'll actually taste bitter, you know, as opposed to what the tree produces, what God produces for us humans. You know, the harvest is sweet, not bitter. You know, basically that's what I got from this message here on YouTube. Alright, so taking that into consideration about the eggs, I can see why the chicken eggs would be considered kind of like the seed from fruit. Okay, so obviously is the opposite. So yeah, if you think about, well, it's kind of like the same. I don't know if I said that correctly, but a tree that produces seeds and the animals that produce eggs is technically like a seed, you know, like semen. So if I stuff my fucking cock in your mouth and I nut all inside of your mouth, is that considered cannibalism? If you swallow my nut, bitch, is that considered fucking cannibalism? Yes or no? Hello. Yellow. I know you girls, you ladies out there want to make exceptions, but you know, there was a story like that in the Bible, and one of God's chosen decided to not. He chose to pull away. You know, literally, he pulled away and nutted like on the ground. And God rebuked him for that. You know? Like, basically, like, what the fuck were you thinking? Or like, what are you thinking? Like, that's not right. That's not cool. Like, you're not supposed to waste this shit. You're supposed to plant this shit. You know? So it can produce more. And you guys can look it up on Google. I guess the same is true for a woman who swallows the seed. There's no edification there. There's nothing that can produce out of that. It won't produce anything good out of that. That I know of, besides her either pissing or shitting that shit out. You know? So, you know, unless it's a fucking robot that fucking stores it somewhere for later use, then that's a whole different story. But according to, you know, everything I've been studying concerning the vegetarian diet, so there was obviously the honey. I think I covered that, right? The honey is it comes from a flower. The bees are working and they produce the honey. So I believe that humans should eat it, whether you are vegan or not, because it's like us humans, we work to produce, you know, vegetables and fruits. And we still consume them, even though they came from humans. Okay? It's not like the honey and the bees are getting mixed together in a blender. Okay? And then you're consuming that. That's not the case. And we all know that. And scientifically, the bees go to the flower and they pollinate it, and like some of the nectar or whatever it is, it goes all over the bees' arms and legs and stuff, and then they go to the bee nest, and then the bee cleans itself off, or the other bees clean it and use it to produce honey. And I even heard of cases where like the bees chew it and make like a paste and then discrete it like saliva. So if you guys are kind of going off that, scientifically, we have to compare the bees with ourselves. Okay, the bees over here do not have technology like we do. While we do, we have blenders, we have machines, we have stoves, we have technology. You know, we have natural gas. We have all sorts of shit. But they don't. So, I mean, I would personally okay honey. You know, personally. But that's just my my personal opinion regarding the matter. And plus, we can provide the bees the flowers to produce the honey on a commercial scale. So, what's the big deal? Okay, that's just something that I wanted to just quickly point out. That's the way I would justify it. Like if I was a full-blown vegetarian or whatever, that's the way I would put it. I think this little mosquito just it just knows how to attack me. It knows my eyes are facing this way, not that way, or that way. Anyways, so there's all of this, and then plus the milk. And I think I already covered the milk part. So, yeah, pretty much the parents produce the milk to feed their babies. Which is scientifically a bunch of vitamins, which scientists already figured out. So they created baby formula. And it's actually good for the mothers to breastfeed their children, because if they don't, they could hurt the mothers. You know, it's just like dogs. When dogs give birth to puppies, if they don't get rid of that milk, it hurts them. It really does. So I think it's the same. The same should be true for the mothers. And I know that they have created the suction cups, but still, that's not natural. That's not organic. Okay, that's artificial type of shit. That's man-made type of shit. And if you guys want to go all organic, 100% organic, you guys have to allow the children to nurture from the breasts. And if you guys want to provide more nutrients, organic nutrients to your children, to your babies, or your baby, I would say that it's okay to allow your child to eat, to consume baby formula, because it's scientifically formulated for children. Okay? So, you mothers are eating good. You're 100% vegetarian. And you want your child to be healthy and strong. Yeah, I would say breastfeeding is okay. Because, like, just like the dogs, if they don't get it out of them, this milk doesn't come out of them, it hurts the dog, because it causes inflammation. The milk fucking builds up in there, and the only way it can come out is if the puppies suck on the breasts. And scientifically, the baby's glands have a specific type of bacterial, like a bacterial gland, that communicates with the nipple. So the nipple of the mother understands that it's from the child and is a communication system, and even allows the mother to produce more milk. It encourages the mother to not only discrete the milk, but to discrete it healthy, and not what's the word, and not like anti Jesus Christ. It's like a predator. It's like a predatory type of a predatory type of like protector or antidote. So you know, scientifically, the breast basically is communicating with the mouth of the infant, and there's a chemical reaction which permits the good to come out. Okay. As opposed to these suction cups. I mean, it's good and everything, but there's scientifically they're not quote unquote smart suction cups. Oh my god, excuse me. You know, these suction cups are not smart suction cups. Fuck. You know, so the good is not technically coming out. It is, but it might release some toxins that wouldn't otherwise come out if the baby's saliva was present. So you know, how can we say that scientifically it would be, you know, grabbing the cup and, you know, like basically swabbing the baby's saliva and swabbing the fucking cup or even the nipple, or allowing the baby to suck on the nipple for a little while and then the sucky cup, you know, that type of thing. So anyways, I was just thinking about all this because I was thinking about you know, the vegan thing, and I was reading online that even milk is not allowed or permitted as part of a vegan diet, which I think I think it's a bunch of bullshit. Fucking A, dude. So anyways, you know, we can even look it up if I haven't stated this already. Does corn get processed inside the body? The stomach. The body cannot digest corn. See that? The corn is high in whatever this word is, cellulose, which is an insoluble fiber that the body cannot digest. However, the body breaks down the other components of corn. Chewing corn for longer can also help the digestive system break down cellulose walls to access more of the nutrients. See, which I basically already specified. Basically breaking it down further with the blender. You know, like it says right there, chewing corn for longer. Okay, chewing it longer. It's either you do this, and obviously people that understand this type of stuff, this type of science, are watching you. Have you guys ever sat with someone eating? They probably want to know. Especially if they want to kill you. They want to know how many times you chew per bite. And whatever you're talking about and discussing, that's probably irrelevant. They're probably just trying to figure out how many times you chew per bite. So they're probably counting every time you take a bite of that burger. Nope. 10 bites. And this person is over here taking little nibbles. And little nibbles and chewing it for the same amount of times little bastards. They're everywhere. Wait, I think this is a fucking... Yeah, it is. That's disgusting. God damn, these things are everywhere. But yeah, they're probably counting. And you know, it might take this person 10 bites to break up a big chunk of food, and they're over here taking little nibbles and still taking the same amount of bites to break down their food than them. So there's people watching you people. There's people who are educated in these aspects. Okay? And we have to... I mean, I don't know how to distinguish from a real friend from a fake friend. But you know, I'm not really... I mean, I could dive into that, but in this case, I'm assuming that I understand, or I have no knowledge of, or comprehension of an enemy. You know, so I'm innocently eating. Whether you think I eat fast or slow, or whether you think I eat like a human or a fucking cow, whatever the case may be. You know, personally, I'm just doing my everyday thing, and as far as I know, I'm eating like a regular human. because I wasn't educated, or I wasn't made aware of all this vegan lifestyle type of the discipline that a vegan has to go through, that strict type of diet. I mean, not a lot of people understand that. A lot of people grow up and they think it's okay to eat anything and everything. So how can they distinguish between the two? Mentally, they don't think about they don't think about the bad, or they have no comprehension of the the goods and bads, the pro or cons, the pro or cons, the good or bad. Like they don't understand that the good and bads, the bad versus the good versus the bad. They don't understand that shit. Their parents never taught them that. Prison or juvenile halls or a group home never taught them that. They just ate whatever they were fed. Whatever they were introduced with, what we Americans call a plate of food, they never really try to comprehend, like comprehending English and comprehensive like paragraphs, sentences, like comprehending this stuff, like they were never taught to comprehend. They were just provided with the food, not knowing anything good or bad about it. See what I'm saying? So, like, I mean, I'm thankful though. I'm thankful for all the information we have through the internet, because as I'm searching regarding all of this vegetarian lifestyle. I don't really have a lot of information because I don't have a lot of people around me that practice this religiously. Um, even if there was some people in my life who practice this religiously, they're definitely not practicing it now in today's time and age, like right now, because I go out with them and they're eating pork meats, cow meats, chicken meats. Chicken, cow, pig. Oh, and some fish. Especially like crab and stuff, like seafood. Okay? So, fish and crab. You know, tuna. You know, like sea animal stuff. But as far as like land animals, just like these three point out to me right now. Pigs, cows, and chickens. I never hear about any ducks, duck meats, alligator meat, horse meat, fucking dog meat, fucking cat meat, ostrich fucking meat. You know, all this other shit that's out there is always the same shit. No, but you know, like you know, as far as like all this vegetarian shit is concerned, I've been thinking about you know, Popeye the Sailor. Yeah, this guy. You know, Popeye the Sailor. What? Popeye the Sailor. Spinach. So the spinach is really good, you know. That's vegetarian all the way. You know, and if you guys really dive into that, turtles, So, turtles, um, okay, yeah, that's what I meant. Okay, so it says sea turtles and large land tortoises can live to much older. Their lifespan can be 150 years to 150 years or more. Okay, so these animals, since they eat nothing but greens, they can live longer. And that's how it was, back in the day with Adam and Eve before the fall. So before the fall, they were able to live for forever. And then we see that God cursed humanity because of their disobedience towards Him. So God cursed them and said that they shall taste death. Right? So God cursed them. But before that, they were able to live forever. But we see in the Old Testament that they were able to live for like 1,000 years. But now, in today's time and age, people only live to like 100 years or so. And then we die. But that's because of the lack of education. We're drugging ourselves with all this salt, all this fucking sugar, all these chemicals, all this meat. When, if we go back to the beginning, no animals were involved. It was just fucking fruits and vegetables. There was no killing involved, So I'm actually surprised that Jesus Christ fucking had the Last Supper. Wait, it wasn't with fish, right? It was with bread and water. But it was like in His resurrection. That we see that they ate again. Surprisingly. Even though it's the quote-unquote Last Supper before He died, but when He resurrected, they ate again. And that's when Jesus Christ was like, Peter, do you love me? And he says, Lord, you know that I love you. He said, Peter, do you love me? He said, Lord, I am hurt that you even ask a second time. Of course I love you. Then he said, Peter, do you really love me as much as I love you? And he said, yeah, of course I love you. Or some shit like that, right? And then they ate fucking fish and water. Watch. I can look it up because Jesus Christ. I need to go to bed. It's already about to be 1 a.m. in the morning. Hold on. Jesus and the disciples eat after his crucifixion. Fuck. The gospel tells us that Jesus and disciples ate bread and drank wine at the Last Supper. However, bread and wine probably weren't the only things on the table. The Last Supper may have been a Passover meal. Fuck. After the resurrection. Alright. It says Knack, Lucas, RNT, Regenberg, 1955, J. Schwamed. Likewise comments that while not needing any food, the risen Jesus dispelled the disciples' unbelief by truly eating the fish. However, he could taken this nourishment schemed admits remains for us a mystery. What? Did Jesus eat the fish? Jesus Christ. Honestly, I don't even want to get into this. That's not even I don't even want to get in this. I don't even want to get into this with all of you fucking naysayer bitches. You see what I'm saying? But if I offered you bitches money, you bitches would like, you bitches would be coming out with your Bibles and shit. Like, please tell us, Francisco. Please tell us. Please. We implore you. We implore you. Please. We will get on our knees and worship you. Please just tell us. You know, if I bust out the money, these bitches will be like, please, Francisco, tell us. We want to know everything you have to say. We want to know everything about the Bible. We want to know everything about the Bible. And then when the money's gone, they're just gone. They're just gone, like, you know, like flies on shit. And then a human comes by and goes like this. You know, waves a fucking dirty ass rag around the shit. All the fucking flies disperse. That's how these bitches are. Dirty ass, nasty bitches. Like, don't act like you're not eating shit, bitch. Nasty ass fucking bitches. Like, you bitches want to learn how to eat fucking, you know, cannibalism type of foods. Hit me up, and I'll teach you hoes how to fucking eat. And I'm located out here in Riverside, California. You know, so if you bitches want to get educated, hit me up, bitches. Because the way you're doing it ain't right. We could even fucking compare our notes. And I'm telling you, for certain, that you're doing it wrong. I mean, we could even go live on television, and I'll still be able to break it down to you bitches. And then after the show, we can go to my fucking crib, my studio, and take you hoes with me. That way you hoes can cook. While you're cooking, I can tell you if you're doing it the correct way or not. If you're adding the right recipes or not. You know, the whole 9 yards. Yep. But, yeah. I just, wanted to freely release this shit. Out of my fucking innermost being for you hoes to understand and comprehend. Because half the world ain't knowing about this shit. I don't even think 75% of the world knows about this shit. And I'm not even practicing this shit, but imagine if I was. Imagine if I was. The level I would be on. The discipline I would hold myself accountable to or towards. Like, no one really, I believe, is on that level of discipline and on that type of level of diets. You know, being on a diet, not a lot of people are on that level. So and then just I could just imagine all of the other foods that can still be processed and also taken into consideration to refrain from. When we dive deeper in this realm of becoming a full-blown fucking vegetarian. But anyways, that's all I really had for right now. I guess the only reason I eat meat is because that's what I was given when I was born. I mean, for all I know, it could be fucking human meat. How the fuck would I know the difference? Human meat or pig meat or cow meat or fucking horse meat or fucking animal, like fucking, you know, fucking dog meat, fucking cat meat. How the fuck would I know the difference? You know, if I'm not a fucking food taster, I don't go around tasting food for a living. But if I was, bitch, I would be telling you to go wash that shit, bitch. Go wash your fucking cooch with fucking bleach. Well, I would be stuffing my fucking cock in bleach before I stuff it in your fucking in your holes. But either way, I'm not tripping. I don't know any better. I'm going in all kinds of pussy. Smelly pussy, clean pussy, retarded pussy, crippled pussy, fucking unborn pussy. All the whole 9 yards. Immature pussy, mature pussy, old pussy, dying pussy, dead pussy. Like, don't blame me. I'm just learning. It's like having the fucking freedom to digest the fucking frog. But the teacher was like over here saying, okay, digest the first layer of the fucking frog so we can expose the insides of the digestive system. And while the teacher's walking around, the teacher goes to my desk like, Francisco, didn't I make myself clear? I said just digest, dissect. No, to make an incision, a cut, to reveal only the insides. But you have cut everything up. You cut everything up. You're like, you have a lot to learn, buddy. I concur. I concurred a long time ago. Even the fucking frog's brains were the frog's brains were like dissected into a million pieces. And the whole class is still on phase 1. Cutting that first layer of the frog's stomach. Like, what the fuck? So don't blame me. I'm just learning. I'm repeating myself. And I went out of my way to explain this in simplest terms for all you nuisance to comprehend what the fuck I'm saying, to understand what I'm saying. And don't blame me because I'm just learning. If you want to test me on a higher vocabulary, stature, degree, ooh, I could do it. I could definitely do that. I think I was always capable of doing that. But anyway, just anyway, all this was just food for thought for people who are, vegetarian or thinking about going vegetarian, or non-vegetarians. Maybe you're a non-vegetarian, but you're just like me. You just want to learn about how vegetarians think and why they even decided to go in that route, to become 100% vegetarian. And I think like the majority of people who decide to go vegetarian are people who dissect bodies, human bodies, and then they realize things that the normal human being wouldn't otherwise notice because they're not dissecting human bodies. And they're realizing that there's clogged arteries or clogged stuff in the digestive system that got clogged, that caused these people to die. So, you people are more aware of the do's and don'ts. Okay, you people are learning things that others who are not in this professional field will never learn, and will never be able to come to the realization or the understanding of, except if they were themselves working in this industry, complex industry, like autopsies, performing autopsies on human bodies. That's a high calling. That's a very disciplined trade that a lot of people don't have the stomach for. So, I congratulate you people who are in this disciplined, in this discipline, just to keep it short and simple. Like, you people are just like me, sick. But it's okay to be sick. Because no one understands how sick you are besides yourself. Wow. I just heard a young ho say, I'm so confused but fascinated. That's a new one. That's some new shit. I am confused but fascinated. Ooh. I don't know who she is, but I would like to meet her. I mean, sometimes I wish I was wealthy. I mean, what the fuck am I talking about? I always wish that I'm wealthy. I always wish to be wealthy. And to meet these hoes. Excuse me. And the desire to meet these hoes has always been there. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, fuck. God damn. Like, you hoes do not want to learn from me how to be a vegan. Like, I'll be teaching you hoes not to use a blanket, but to use bodily warmth. Some organic shit. Some of that organic energy. In the middle of a fucking blizzard storm. Yeah. You know, on that level. You other motherfuckers, like, you people out there who are just learning, like, it's okay. You know, it's okay. We're all at different levels. You know, love, respect, the whole 9 yards, but you know, I'll be the type of motherfucker that will kill you and eat you and justify it. And have the whole world believe me. On that level. Anyways, I love you all. Take care, and oh, how I wish to be a full-blown 100% dedicated vegan. Anyway, if you guys have more advice, feed me. I'm hungry. I'm super hungry. And I guess the more that I can feed off that hunger, the more I'll be able to provide substance in return. But it all comes back down to me being able to feed off of that hunger. In simplest terms, that's the best way I can describe it. And obviously, if I don't see that, you might as well just be in You might as well just be like at home, staring at the same goddamn video that you've been watching over and over and over again. You know, so if you ladies out there are hungry for more of this, just hit me up on that professional level. Like, I want to know more on how to become a vegan, like on a whole different level, other than the level that I'm on right now currently. It doesn't matter what level you are on. I surpass all levels. Trust me, I do. And then, not just that, but we could feed off each other's energy. Like I shared earlier. Okay, so it's that simple. There's nothing complicated about this. So anyway, if you guys want more information, hit me up. If not, then just move on to the next video. Search for things that you're more passionate about, other than this.